It was a regular Tuesday grind in my office, staring down spreadsheets with lukewarm coffee, when my phone lit up. Emily, my fiancée of almost 3 years. She's 26, that classic influencer type, with endless energy for outfit of the day posts and sponsored makeup reviews. We'd been ring shopping for a summer wedding, talking kids, and forever. But for the past year and a half, her online gig, mostly quick TikToks about fashion hauls and morning routines, wasn't pulling in much. Maybe $150 a month from random affiliate links at best.
Me?
I'm 29, in IT, making decent money, so I'd been picking up her slack without a second thought. 2 credit cards in my name that she used freely, one with an $8,000 limit, the other $6,000, plus her phone bill on my family plan, car insurance bundled with mine, her Peloton membership, even those weekly meal delivery boxes and last-minute food app orders. It added up to about $2,000 a month, not counting the casual cash transfers for rent shortfalls or quick beauty treatments. It felt like partnership, you know? Supporting her dreams while she built the brand. Then her text drops. Babe, Tyler's roommate just bounced, and he's offering me his extra room for next to nothing. Perfect spot to lock in on my videos without any interruptions. Can we do no contact for a full week? I need to reset. We're solid though, love you. Tyler, her super platonic guy from college art classes, 27 years old, the one who likes every single one of her posts with those over-the-top comments, the dude who somehow always tags along to our dinners with lame stories and free drinks. Platonic?
Please.
He's the same guy who called her at midnight last week for quick advice while I was right there. So she's straight up moving into his apartment, labels me the interruption to her focus, but still expects me to keep funding her lifestyle during this break? My stomach twisted. I read it 3 times. Fingers frozen. Finally, I typed back. Cool. Have at it. Hit send. And that was it. No more messages from me. But I wasn't done. Right then, I shifted gears. Pulled up the banking apps on my phone. First, those credit cards. I removed her as an authorized user on both. Instant cutoff. She couldn't touch them anymore. They were already nearly maxed out from her shopping sprees, and I'd been covering the minimum payments like clockwork. Her phone line? Yanked it from my Verizon account, set to drop by end of the day. Car insurance? Removed her from my policy immediately. She'd have to shop around for her own coverage on that old Honda Civic she drives. Peloton subscription? Canceled the whole thing. Deleted her profile, so she couldn't log in. The meal kits from HelloFresh? I reset the password and erased her saved info. Even the Netflix login she used for inspo binge watches. Changed it all. The whole cleanup took under an hour, done right there in the office bathroom for privacy. Last step. Blocked her number completely. She asked for a week of space? Fine. I'd make sure it stuck. The peace held for exactly 3 days. Then my phone exploded with calls from numbers I didn't know. I let them go to voicemail, and man, they were something else. First up, her college friend Kara, sounding frantic. Alex, what did you do? Emily's at the mall trying to grab stuff for a video shoot, and her card gets rejected right at checkout. She's losing it. This seems really mean. Just call her and sort it out. Mean? Try self-preservation. Next came a message from her dad, Rick, the retired mechanic with that no-nonsense tone. Hey, Alex, it's Rick. Emily mentioned some mix-up with her insurance. She got stopped by a cop yesterday, no proof of coverage, ended up with a $500 ticket. Thought you guys had it handled on your side.
Can you check?
Mix up. Sure. Then Emily herself, calling from Tyler's phone, her voice breaking. Alex, how could you? I was at the grocery store grabbing ingredients for a recipe collab, and the card bounces in front of the line. Tyler's right there watching. This is straight up sabotage. Fix the cards now, or I'm telling everyone it's emotional manipulation. Manipulation? From the woman who left to live with another guy, but still wanted my bank account as backup? I didn't pick up or reply to a single one. Deleted them all and kept working. But the real gut punch voicemail came later that night. Emily, sounding defeated, with what sounded like a fan whirring in the background. Alex, come on. I can't even use the Peloton to clear my head now. Tyler saw the card fail at the gas pump. I had to play it off like a joke. It was so embarrassing. And that ticket? I sent you money for part of it last month, right? Please just turn everything back on. I'll ramp up my posts and make it up to you. Ramp up? Her 4,000 followers weren't exactly lining up to fund her next haul. I erased it, cracked open a beer, and called it a night. Turns out that was just the opening act. On day 4, my apartment buzzer went off around 8 p.m. I peered through the peephole. Emily's standing there in baggy sweats, no makeup, hair thrown up in a sloppy ponytail that screamed, rough week. And next to her, Tyler, looking out of place in his rumpled graphic tee, shifting his weight like he regretted showing up. Alex, let us in. We need to talk this out, she said through the door, her voice sharp. I opened it halfway, arms crossed. Talk what? You set the week-long no-contact rule, M. We're at day 4, your call. She pushed closer, eyes flashing. Stop pretending. You wrecked my credit score by killing those cards. They're how I buy outfits and gear for my content. Without them, I'm dead in the water. Tyler cleared his throat, trying to sound reasonable. Yeah, man, that was a tough break. She was depending on that setup pretty hard.
Depending?
I turned to him, eyebrow raised. Depending while she moves into your place? How's that just friend's roommate deal working out? You covering her share of the groceries and takeout too? Emily's face flushed red. It's exactly what I said, no drama, just a cheap spot to create. But I have a pitch call with a yoga brand tomorrow, and I can't even afford a fresh manicure to look the part. I couldn't help a dry laugh. Yoga brand? With your engagement dropping because you've been MIA on collabs? Figure it out with your new roomie. Tyler fidgeted more, glancing at her. You told me Alex was the one holding the purse strings tight, but this side of it feels different. Different? She snapped at him. Tyler, not helping. Alex, if you don't reinstate this, I'll get a lawyer. It's financial control, plain and simple. You hooked me with the money. Now you're cutting me loose to hurt me.
Control?
That hit like a slap. I'd funded her whole, independent creator story for months. $400 trips to the beauty store for must-have palettes. $250 on lighting gear that sat unused after one video. $300 on networking dinners that were really just solo nights out posing for the gram. Over 18 months, it tallied close to $35,000, plus all the little extras like emergency rent help or weekend getaways she needed for content. And I'm the bad guy for stopping the flow? Control? I was just paying for your setup, You walked out for his apartment and called me the roadblock. Live with the reset you wanted. She stepped forward, tears starting. You're destroying everything. My follower numbers are sliding. The car's at risk of getting towed because I can't renew registration without insurance. Tyler can't keep fronting me cash forever. Tyler's eyes widened. Hold up, you said your side of the rent was locked in from your gigs. That's when it clicked for him. Her income was my wallet, and suddenly he was the one stuck with the bill. She grabbed at the door edge, voice rising. Fine, I'll go public. Post about how my fiancé turned into a financial bully. I held the door steady.
Do it.
Just include the part where you upgraded to Tyler's spare room but kept expecting my direct deposits. See how that story lands. Closed it firm. But she wasn't done firing shots. That same night, she posted a video on TikTok, a tearful breakdown titled, Fiancé uses money as a weapon against my growth, #abuse awareness, #women in business. It got around 700 views quick, but the comment section tore it apart. Growth? You left for a guy's place and thought the cash train kept rolling? Reality check. So your empire ran on his dime? Where do I sign up for that? This screams entitled wipe it. She pulled it down by morning, but word spread in our shared friend group. A few started questioning her stories, while my close ones hit me up with you good. That sounds wild. Day 6 brought the begging phase into overdrive. Tyler messaged me on Instagram, out of nowhere. Alex, heads up. Emily's been straight up lying. She swore she'd handle half the rent from her deals, but she's flat broke. She's going through my cabinets for snacks, blasting emotional playlists all night, and she already owes me $1,200 for bills and a leaky faucet repair. Can you take her back? Just to get her out of here. Take her back? I shot back. She chose your setup over ours. Deal with the upgrade you both wanted. He kept going. Last night she tried flirting her way into me covering more stuff. I shut it down, and she accused me of being too uptight. She won't pack up, says her family's not an option without a real paycheck. This roommate thing? Total bust. I almost pitied the idiot. Her dad's only 15 minutes away, big empty house. Why not crash there? Rick laid down the law, no more handouts unless she gets steady work. She's unraveling, dude. The curveball came next, a call from Emily's mom, Lisa, during my lunch break. Lisa's a tough real estate agent, always backed Emily's hustle before. But this time, her tone was apologetic. Alex, I'm so sorry. I had no clue you were footing all this. She told us her online stuff was blowing up, pulling in thousands. Reality? Barely scraps. Those cards alone? $14,000 blown on fast fashion orders, filler injections, strategy meals at fancy spots that were just photo ops. I'm pulling the plug too. She'll stay with me short term, but only if she commits to a proper job. No more pretending. It landed heavy. Lisa, she made it sound like she was killing it solo. Worse than that, she was juggling payments between the cards to fake progress. The banks caught on. Fraud teams involved now. You walked away clean, Alex. You need someone who matches your effort, not milks it. That call?
Pure clausure.
And sure enough, an email from Amex hit later. Accounts frozen over suspicious activity. I'd kept every receipt, every transfer record. If they pursued it, she'd face real heat. I held off on pushing, but damn, it felt even. The week wrapped, her reset deadline hit, and the final push landed. A text from a new number. Hey, week's over. Been reflecting hard. I want us back. Can we grab coffee? Tyler's place is draining. Need my person. I left it on read. Follow up. Please, I messed up. Let's fix this. Nothing. Then the big swing. She shows up at my office around 2 p.m., eyes puffy, gripping a to-go cup like a lifeline.
Alex.
You vanished on me. Now I'm stuck crashing at Tyler's with no air conditioning, and my audience is fading fast. Security moved in quick, but not before she raised hell in the lobby. He ditched me broke and alone. Total abandonment. My team watched from the windows, whispers flying. My manager, Sid, pulled me aside after. That the ex? Want me to loop in security for a permanent no-go? Or legal for a protection order? It's ramping up, I said. Might need that order if she keeps circling. After hours? 78 missed calls, messages turning unhinged. You're heartless. Tyler's kicking me out end of week. My scores tanked, can't afford rides anywhere. She even phoned my sister, Jess, who rang me up dying laughing. Your ex just vented about losing her foundation. I suggested she apply at the coffee shop down the block. Always spots open. She called me a nosy relic and hung up. Best call ever. Tyler folded on day 9. He texted me a photo of a handwritten note. Emily, you're out by noon tomorrow, no lease. So bags to the curb if needed. Can't do this anymore. Details? Straight from her Snapchat story. Blurry shot of the paper, captioned, you're doing? #betrayed. I messaged back. You're doing? Nah, that's the consequence you scripted. Step up. She replied fast. I'll end up in my car, satisfied? Car's probably next without payments, smart one. Mom's place is open. Or that job, she keeps pushing. Front desk at my aunt's dentist? Filing papers for $16 an hour?
IDD first. D?
Or just adapt like the rest of us. Your Walmart denial was the preview. I hate you forever. Then a flood of 50 texts I swiped away unread. But the real blowback? Those card loops got flagged hard. Both banks halted everything, started fraud reviews. Emily's details went on a watch list. I forwarded my full paper trail to their teams. Ex-user went overboard. I explained simply. They thanked me. Sounded like charges were on the table if she didn't settle. Her content career crashed out during the move. Final post, a jittery get ready with me filmed in Tyler's bathroom. Same cheap sundress she'd worn in 3 prior videos, him yelling from outside. I gotta get to work, actual paying clients. The comments shredded it. From influencer to intruder vibes? Rough. That dress is a time capsule, upgrade or exit. Roommate wore louder than the tips. Time to log off. She wiped the account clean, losing all 4,200 followers overnight. Tyler followed up. Eviction done. Her mom showed with a truck, dragged her stuff out while she yelled about everybody turning. Apologies for buying her line earlier. She had me thinking you were the lockdown type. My bad. Lockdown? Or just the bill payer? And you? Hoping for more than rent splits.
Fair.
Learned quick, no repeats. Guy finally got a clue. Lisa kept me posted without asking. She's home now. Starts the dental receptionist shift Monday, full days, $16 an hour, and I'm taking 40% off the top for room and board. Here's her first day badge photo. It was a grainy printout. Emily in stiff blue scrubs, forced grin, looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. No sympathy hit me. This was the wake-up she dodged for years. She's still telling Lisa we're on pause, dreaming of a makeup call once I chill. Lisa shut that down. Told her your chapter's ahead, honey. Stick to the schedule, not the fantasy. Tyler threw up a roommate wanted ad on Facebook. Reliable tenant only, need pay stubs up front, no social media entrepreneurs. Peaceful setup. The replies dragged him. Last one eat your pantry dry? Smart list. He blocked the trolls, but the glow up was real. Fast forward 2 months from that text bomb, and here's the rundown. Emily, back at her mom's, punching the clock at the dentist from 9 to 5. Instagram private down to 32 followers, mostly family throwaways. Lisa sent a sneaky update pic. Emily slurping sad vending machine soda during break. tagged New Normal. At $16 an hour, after mom's cut, she's scraping by on basics, the Civic's on a strict payment plan to avoid repo. Tyler, flying solo, flooding his feed with solo hikes and simplify captions, zero tolerance for drama queens. Me, never better. Redirected that $2,000 monthly savings straight to the card balances, down over 60% already, credit score up 55 points in the jump. Started hitting the bouldering gym to blow off steam. Connected with Riley there, 28 in project management, insists on splitting every bill like it's non-negotiable, and she howled through my whole saga over takeout one night. We poured over the old statements together. $550 beauty store splurges labeled core investments, $400 on a pro tripod that filmed exactly one clip, $280 for vision board, workshops that boiled down to wine tastings. Full tally? $37,000 across the board. Easy. Riley nailed it. You weren't her partner. You were the startup fund. With strings she ignored. Emily's absolute last shot? Another unknown text wall. I've evolved big time, Alex. Past the drama. I see our potential clear now. And I forgive how you handled the stress. Meet up. Forgive me? I typed. Wrong number. Who? It's Emily, stop it. Emily who? Don't have you saved anymore. I'm apologizing here. Apologizing? Or angling for the old account access. Not playing. Blocked on site. She looped in an old mutual, Jess. She's turned a corner, Alex. Swears she'll repay in installments from her check. Repay how? 3+ years at her rate just for the cards? Plus the live-in trial with Tyler? Hard pass. You're holding grudges. Just holding standards. She picked her path, walk it. Our circle thinned. Dropped 3 friends who ate up her victim of the vault tale. Doubled down on the ones who demanded the proof over group chats. Better crew, hands down, the cherry on top? Her comeback attempt tanked spectacularly. Fresh profile at Fiscal Freedom found. All about escaping money traps in love. Cricket City, 18 followers max, Auntie's book club crew. Launch post, a stiff talk on spotting wallet abusers. Drew 4 replies. Honey, tally your own slips first. Tips from the free ride queen? I'll pass. Nail the day job before the TED Talk. For me, it was the priciest crash course ever. $37,000 bought a PhD in red flags and self-worth at Idiot's University. But the payoff? Infinite. Riley and I locked in a weekend cabin trip. She handles the drive, I stock the cooler, 50-50 every step. It's like breathing easy after years underwater. Quick advice if you're scrolling this vibe. When space sounds like side quest and your transfers fund their facade, trust the math. Emily chased her spotlight solo, landed in fluorescent office lights, mom's curfew, and advice posts that flop harder than her filters. Earned every bit. And me? Leveled up, lighter, eyeing rings that mean real shares, not shares of debt. Who's winning the long game?